Boys and girls, I love this guy. All things ETH in the house. This guy, you might know who he is. Okay, here's who he is right here. George's channel. If you remember, he was doing some DeFi videos a few months ago. What happened with that? It's killing me. They're no longer here. Okay, these videos were awesome. I was like, who is this guy? I noticed he's in spaces with George a lot. And today was like the worst day we could have picked to do this, but I'm like, forget it. We're doing this because I'm about to go live on Around the Blockchain. We're going to keep it short here today, but going live on Around the Blockchain, 4 p.m. Central Time. Get in there. Let's have fun. And then also tonight, we've got the big stream going. And I just confirmed George is going to be on the stream with us tonight, along with Dreamer, along with Frisky, along with Bolon, along with Jet, baby, all coming on tonight with Sergeant Filthy McNasty, with Starbuck and the Mythic Squad, those guys. I don't know who else. Super pumped about all this going on, but I had to, guys, I had to give some love to my man. We've been talking about coming on.
Huge lineup tonight, man. I'm so excited for you. This is going to be incredible. This
is so fun. I love
it. Dude, George is coming on your stream. He's never come on my stream. So you're first. Hey, I was the first one to put up. He was the first one to have me on his channels on clips, right? And he's never shared his channel before. He's done a couple interviews, yeah, but he's never shared his channel. Brought me on, and he's going on your stream first, bro. I'm so jelly. Let's go. Come on. Hey, congratulations, man. I just want to encourage you, man. You're doing a great job. What you're doing is phenomenal. Supporting DeFi Kingdoms, supporting the community and DeFi and gaming. You're just killing it, man. I'm so proud of you. We need to grow our channels. We need to grow all of our socials because the bear is for building, bro. Let's go.
Let's go. And this man is doing it. He puts out first-class videos. He's a DeFi guy. That's what he does. And, he's like, hey, I want to be, because we're in there. We're still trying to figure out how we're going to do Crypto's RS Plus. But, of course, he's George's guy for DeFi right here. This good-looking, pure hunk of man flesh. Okay. And so much going all over the place. And it's like, he's like, hey, I'd like to get on Around the Blockchain. So I hit up DZ and boom.
Dude, thank you so much for making that intro. That's huge, man. I'm so happy to. I'm honored to be a part of that. Shout out to the whole guys over there at Ben. I was a big fan of Ben, and I hope that he's okay, man. I'm super sad about what's going on over there, and gosh, man, God bless him, man. I hope he works his whatever's going on in his life out, man. I'm so grateful to see his wife behind him. I'm sure a lot of you have seen that video with him and his wife, and he's crying. And man, big shout out to Ben. I definitely recommend or got a lot of influence from him in starting my YouTube channel over 2 years ago now. I can't believe it's been over 2 years grinding in DeFi and in YouTube in particular. How long you been around, man? How long you been doing your channel?
The channel's new. I'm like a year in. Something like that, a little over a year, but I was just doing DeFi Kingdoms stuff.
Right.
And I was just trying to help the team with DeFi Kingdoms get exposure, rally the community, because the sentiment after the Harmony Bridge hack and the FUD that came against Frisky Fox and the team and stuff, I was like, no, this isn't true. Stuck up with the team. And I just love to follow what I believe in.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And
that's awesome.
Which includes, I got to show you here, since you're the DeFi guy, Rose CeFi. So many things going on here, but we'll get to that here in a second. First,
awesome.
We got to give the next crypto gem a shout out. Jet just put out a tweet of a teaser of next week, and Jet said it's one of his favorite episodes. So many good things going on there. I'm so excited for everything going on. Awesome. But if you're the DeFi guy, so check this out. And Chris might be joining us. I don't know. I messaged. Okay, let me see.
Awesome. Let me just quick chat. I saw the episode, the first episode with all the new people. I'm so excited to see who the fourth is going to be. Super stoked for DeFi Kingdoms getting up there, guys. I'm not as into this, obviously, as you are into DeFi Kingdoms, but it's been around. It's one of those OGs that's growing and lived through the bull market. It's still living through the bear market, and I see so much work going on there, and I'm so pumped to see. The mix of DeFi and gaming, it's huge. That's how I got into DeFi in general. I actually came in through Axie Infinity I bought Ethereum first and then got hooked on Axie Infinity, got into that ecosystem and learned how to do DeFi through their decentralized applications, their DEX. in there and just learned a ton how to LP, how to stake. All of that was in Axie Infinity on the Ronin chain. And so I totally think that DeFi and gaming will bring so many more people onto the blockchain. Just there's so many gamers, so many Gen Zs out there that are they're natives of this platform because they play video games, right? And they grew up with screens, and they're going to find ownership of their assets in this space. And man, there's so many dollars, so many real dollars are spent on gaming items that are off chain, and you don't own them. You can sell them, on black markets and under the table, right? Cash, whatever. And so we want those people to be owners of their NFTs, right? Their digital assets, so that they can actually go sell them, actually make an economy that's going to work long term. Yeah, that's my spiel.
Wow, I love it, man. So yeah, and I'm a big DeFi guy too. So that's cool. I was all DeFi before I was a gaming guy. I was more of a DeFi guy. I was
awesome.
Axie and all that. Okay,
there you go.
Shout out to is it Psycho Land? Psycho Land. I love this guy.
Psycho Land,
dude.
Sweet.
TuneFed and 7T Mookie. You guys, Bullish Brovia. Love you guys, man. So the DeFi Kingdoms ecosystem is so awesome. The team is so big brains. Now, if you look at the charts, you're going to think there's a problem with the tokenomics. Like I've had extensive talks with George on that. And I'm going to tell you the problem with DeFi Kingdoms is not tokenomics or any of the fundamentals in the project. In fact, the tokenomics are, I would say, maybe the most big brains you're ever going to find out there in DeFi. So, because as we know, the problem with DeFi and yield farming, and it's so awesome. DeFi is like such a game changer. We become the banks. We provide the liquidity. I love it. And then you can earn yield farm and stuff. But the problem is the earning token and yield farming. What's the utility for it? You got to have strong buy pressure. Otherwise, what happens? It dies. It goes to zero, right?
Yep. You can't argue with supply and demand. It's part of nature, man.
Yes. Now, here's where DeFi Kingdoms comes in. DeFi Kingdoms, the earning token, is the power token in the game. Where there's high demand. If you want to play DeFi Kingdoms, you got to have the power token. You got to have a lot of it. You want to go summon heroes, which is so fun. Hatch eggs, do duels, do all the stuff. You got to have the token. And then as you use the token, it used to be 5%. It used to be 1%. Then they raised it to 5% burned. Now it's 25% of the power tokens are burned when they're used.
Wow.
Well, people are using millions. I mean, hundreds of thousands per day. Maybe that's even.
Wow.
I don't know. That's how it used to be anyways. Like thousands, tens of thousands per day. Power tokens, maybe on some days, a lot more. Okay. And high demand for those. Well, that's your earning token. There's all other kinds of burning mechanisms too. Okay. For that token. And so that's going to catch up fast. 25% of all those are burned. Well, what's happened is there's been such a mass exodus out of the ecosystem because of the FUD against the project that was false, mostly proven false, all of it. Okay? And then the Harmony Bridge hack. And it's just so hard, as to develop through a bear market. On top of that, like most projects, the messaging, communication issues, the PR issues, like the communication with these teams, they're usually not the best at communicating. Right. So it's like, so people get suspicious about the project. People think the team's up to no good. And if the team, guys like Charles Hoskinson, that's why Cardano is still around in the top 10, even though they don't have a whole lot really going yet.
Right.
When you look at how vast Charles Hoskinson's vision is for Cardano, it's still mostly speculation. Okay. But why is it still the top 10 after 8 years? Well,
people are talking about it, and he's still talking about it. It's messaging, man. PR is 100% a part of the equation. I can relate 100%. So I actually work in the GMD protocol on Arbitrum. So I'm a mod there. I do a lot of videos for them, and in fact, if you look at my YouTube channel or my Twitter, you're going to find a lot of that content, because I love the amount of yield that you can make on Ethereum and stables in that ecosystem. Well, Again, the same thing you're talking about. We have communications issues from the team. The team are devs, man. There are a lot of devs, and they're wanting to keep their nose to the grindstone and work hard. And there's guys like us that are just trying to get out there and spread the word. Well, we're not the team, right? So we're having that kind of issue that there's, they want to trust us, they want to trust the team, but as soon as the price starts tanking, man, they lose trust in the team big time. Thankfully, I've stayed in a place where a lot of the people in Discord, a lot of people in Twitter are still they trust me, even though I've been called a shill, I've been called this and that. But for the most part, I just engage people really positively and tell them exactly what's going on, or exactly what I know is going on. I don't have, a lot of meetings with the team because they are anons. And that's another thing. A lot of DeFi applications, I know the DeFi Kingdoms guys, thankfully, are not anonymous. So that does help. But that communication is so key, guys. And everybody's asking, hey, when are we doing marketing? When are we doing marketing? And I'm sitting here going, guys, I make 2 videos a week for this ecosystem. I tweet almost every day about it. And just share my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go out there, find my stuff. I've got it in the Discord. I've got it in the Telegram. And they're just whining right now. And it's sad. And I hate to say that the community is just in a rough shape, but it is. We're in a bear market, and especially in DeFi. DeFi is getting crushed on every single chain. I mean, gosh, Phantom Chain had that bridge hack. That's the worst. That's going to just make it so hard, dude. And Arbitrum, even though the Arbitrum airdrop was a huge deal for the ecosystem, and I was grateful to see a lot of transactions on Arbitrum. In fact, it eclipsed Ethereum as far as transactions for a while there. But now we have Base Chain, and Base Chain's the new shiny thing, right? And so a lot of liquidity is moving on to Base, moving on to Linnea, moving on to all these other L2s, ZK Sync, and because they're all airdrop farming. And it leaves, there's just not a lot of liquidity because there's not new money coming in. And so that's where we're at right now. And we're, you and I just working super hard, grinding to make, it's at least a couple people come on chain every single week, right? If we can reach some new people in YouTube, reach some new people in Twitter, if we can influence our family and friends to get on board with this, it's the future of finance, guys. We're still early. I mean, it's a meme, but we're still early. Let's go.
Dude, you said it so well. Well said. Everything you just said.
Oh, thanks, man.
Cardano folks in here. We got blockchain billionaires in the house. They're big Cardano bulls. So Cisco. Okay. And so here's the big difference between DeFi Kingdoms, and Cardano, is that when all the FUD right now, Charles Hoskinson wasn't out there all the time shooting down the haters. There's a lot of Cardano haters, right? Because it's taken years to develop the thing out. And that's fine. I mean, however long it takes. But he keeps people engaged. Look at what people say when, look at this. Completely, stringently researched and white papered with extensive scientific methodology, single step of the way. That's what blows me away. Okay, so that's a message. That's communication. And so when the haters come out against Charles Hoskinson, he meets them head on. Boom. Fast and furious. He doesn't hold back. He takes it on. That's messaging. Okay.
Yep.
If you just go in there and try to do stuff in Cardano, it's kind of slow. There's not a whole lot going. There's some little bit starting to pick up. We got some devs in there. We were just there at Rare Evo. Had Charles Hoskinson there. That was fun. We had some devs there. But, that's all because of Charles Hoskinson being the driver. You look at something like Hex. Why is Hex is so
Hex, it's all about these evangelizers that are great talkers. They're they're just people you want to follow, right? I got freaked out by Hex. What's his name? I'm sorry, Richard Hart, right? Richard Hart is just turned me off immediately. I could see through the I don't know. I don't want to put him on. I'm not. Yeah. I don't want to put people down. So I try to be positive, right? But he just comes off as a snake oil salesman, right? So great salesman, super great at talking. It's like, gosh, I got to jump into this. He's like the Saruman, right? He's like his voice, just like radiates to all the people, right? And just automatically turns them in a direction towards it. Man, I'm a total Lord of the Rings nerd, so don't even get me started.
Dude, it's my favorite. Are you kidding me? Of all time. It's my absolute
I thought there might be something there. I had to ask.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, so Richard Hart, but what he does, he's very intelligent and he takes on the FUD head on. Love him or hate him. That's what he does. And he's never really done anything that I know of. You know, he's accused of like rugging.
Hey, 100%. I completely agree with you. You know, there's been a lot of FUD in that ecosystem because of you know, again, it's bear market stuff, guys. I mean, it's really just, you know, you're emotionally attached to your bags, and whether you like it or not, you're going to get upset if it goes down, if you're going to be euphoric when it goes up. It's just part of the game.
Well, and he got charged by the SEC and all this. We'll see how all that shakes out, but it's not like I got my hopes up. But you know, it won't surprise me if he had all his ducks in a row, because he articulates, he's very intelligent. I know that he was ready to take on the SEC, like the way he did the sacrifice pulse chain, this and that. He did it all to have his guns loaded if he were to ever get sued. And he articulates that so well. So, okay, love him or hate him.
Yeah.
You know, so the messaging with DeFi Kingdoms, okay, is still better than most, because you know what? They do weekly AMAs. They just did their AMA. All kinds of new updates coming. So that's just that alone is like awesome. Okay. So just the fact that they do that in and of itself makes them better than most. They communicate what's going on, you know, like almost in real time. So, but you know, when it comes to all the FUD that's coming against a project and some other issues with communicating, you know, with third-party developers and things like that, you know, it's like par for the course here in crypto, usually not very good. That's why I started my YouTube channel in the first place. Okay. And so one thing real quick, I got to give my man shove him. I desperately need a thumbnail and video editor. Are you kidding me? This is like rain coming down from the heavens on my head. Holy smokes. That's the problem.
You know, I just hired an editor for my shorts, man. It's a game changer. Let me say, if anybody out there wants a good editor for shorts, I'll hook you up. And honestly, it was one of my scholars from the Axie Infinity, you know, the bull run there. I had like 12 scholars from the Philippines all playing with my Axies, right? And we were all making money together. They're taking their 50%, I'm taking my 50%. And I've built those relationships. And this is what's so amazing about crypto, guys. It's global. We're all dealing with the same assets. There's no, you know, there's not Filipino pesos versus American. We're all dealing with the same prices, you know. And so it's so global, and it's so what's the word? You know, it's just an opportunity for these people in these you know, not third world, maybe second world. I don't know if that's a right term, but like they want to grow out of their, you know, they just want to make it like all of us, right? So in America, man, we got it made. We're like the top 1%, whether in the world, like whether we make minimum wage or not, we don't even realize how like top 10 to 1% we are, right? But these people in the Philippines, man, they're hungry for work, and there's so many people over there and so few jobs. Man, it's been awesome to make communication, make relationships, and build up their skills. I mean, she shout out to Tyne. She does an amazing job of editing my shorts for me, and she has been fantastic. And I highly recommend it. Man, I'll hook you up if you want,
dude. Yes, I mean the man is right here. Your man broke as a joke here. Maybe one of these days we'll figure
right,
out.
I'm crypto poor for sure. Cash poor, crypto, not even crypto rich yet, but we're getting there.
I'll tell you what, man. Yeah, but I need all the help I can get.
All right.
These days, I'll tell you what. Kong is my own personal Jesus Christ.
Okay. There you go.
Kong sets my schedule, keeps me straight, but I'm lightening his load because he's got so much on his plate in his personal life. You know, it's like, no, Kong, you got to focus on that.
Yeah.
But someday Kong's probably, you know, our vision and goal is to be full-time, you know, do this and have a good video editor. guy or gal.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
and thumbnail is such a pain doing all that stuff. I can press the play button and go live.
Right.
The other stuff, I'll tell you what, it's a lot of work. Kills me. So, hey, if you're still around, my man, hit me up. Okay.
Yeah.
So, dude, I love you. So, Rose CeFi, these guys, they came on FOMO or Pass with George and Brian D. Evans.
Yeah. Okay. I remember this. Yep. Go ahead.
Yes, and got a hard FOMO from both. George actually FOMO'd. George is so stubborn. I'll tell you what. I love that guy. I'll tell you what, George has become such a godsend in my life.
He's a mentor for sure.
He's more than a mentor now. He's just become such a friend, such a good dude. His heart is so in the right place. I'll tell you what. So I mean, that's even what was happening with George with DeFi Kingdoms, is that, you know, he's like, no, Grady, there's obviously something wrong with DeFi Kingdoms. Look at the charts. You know, this isn't just bear market. This is like decimated. What's wrong here? What's wrong with the token economics? What's wrong? And so he's always skeptical, but over time, we've just been hashing it out. Now he's helping the project, advising.
Wow.
And so exciting. I just got off the phone with him before we started. But he's a hard dude. You know, he's like stubborn, and, you know, he's going to call you to the carpet. He's going to call you out if he sees an issue. Like
100%.
Compromising. And so,
yeah, he told me when we started, he's like, we run a tight ship here. And I was like, I believe it, man. I can see it. You work hard. You go live 2 times a day, and you still have all the other content that comes out during the day. I mean, he's been in the YouTube game for longer than I've been in crypto. I mean, he's just been around so long, and he does run a tight ship. He's got a great team around him. I'm really, gosh, I'm running out of words. He's got an amazing team that is so knowledgeable, and they're helping him find content a little bit, you know, behind the scenes. It looked for you guys, but, you know, he's got amazing guys that are supporting him, and he's so smart and so savvy because he's been around so long. And dude, his YouTube game is like no other. Like, yeah, he's not a flashy guy. He's not Richard Hart wearing the top hat and got the Rolexes in the background, right? He's got his nice studio. He's got it figured out, but man, he just grinds. And that's what I think that's what the name of the game is, especially on YouTube, even in crypto, grinding and you know, obviously CT, crypto, Twitter, just grinding it out and working hard will pay off in the long run. I mean, look at that beautiful house he's creating on his channel right now.
It's nuts. It's nuts. Yeah. And what's blown me away with George is, yeah, he's stubborn as an ox, but he has really softened up these days. His heart is to help all these projects. He's not looking for anything in return. He's not looking to make money. He's advising these projects. I mean, maybe he's making some money from it, but I mean, from my experience with him, I haven't ever seen him once, you know, like, he doesn't care. He's not money driven at all. He's got a heart that wants to help and be a blessing.
That's awesome.
And I don't know what your experience is with him, but it's been awesome to see.
Yeah, he's given me a lot of opportunities. He started out with me just writing some content for his newsletter, just anything ETH related. And then we got onto the Clips channel. And that was a great experience, really tough experience, guys. Like, it's so hard, you know, and I don't want to discourage anybody. I don't want to say this like, woe is me, but like, it's a hard game right now. Like, everybody in the bear is just trying to pull you down. So like, let's just push through it. Let's be encouraging. Let's be grateful and honoring of those who bring us into their communities, like George. Thank you again, Grady, for bringing me on your channel. I'm so stoked to just like build these relationships, right? Because the bear is for building, guys. Like, you just keep saying, I'm going to keep saying it until we're in the bull again. The bear is for building relationships, your portfolio, your knowledge, your, you know, everything you can do to, you know, writing stuff for Twitter. You know, you got your threads going, building your relationships for those who are going to champion you, not bring you down when the bull starts.
Dude, you are like a brother from another mother.
I hear you, man. This is good. We
got to do this more often. I'm not.
Sounds awesome.
So right here, back to the content. Rose CeFi, George FOMO, hard. It was like a clear, no negative FOMO, which you never see. And Brian FOMO. Well,
wow,
what's going on with Rose CeFi? One is gives like a blockchain-based credit score. Okay, and there's a lot of skepticism that comes right away. Okay, but it's still 100% decentralized. It's based off your experience on your address. You put in your address, it's totally decentralized, and it will look at your trading history and in your lending history and this and that. If you know, and how good are you with trading and lending? Okay, and based off your experience, you get a credit score. Okay, for one.
Wow.
And it's like very, very advanced. Now, some people say, well, I would just start a whole new, address if I'm a scammer. Well, for one, their tools, you might get caught. Okay, they might realize, oh, this is also associated with this other address. It's a scammer address because their tools are very advanced. But also, if there's just no history at that point when you start new addresses. And so there is an upside to having, like a credit score for the future for so many different reasons. Okay. And then you can put in multiple addresses that's all associated with you, and it still is 100% decentralized. It's not like you're KYCing who you are personally. It's your KYC, your addresses. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. I like that because, when you started talking about credit scores and stuff, I'm like, this is TradFi just trying to get on the blockchain, man. That's not part of the ethos of what we got going on at Ethereum and all the other DeFi spaces. But as long as you're keeping your, like you and me, we show our faces, we're KYC'd everywhere, whatever it is, we're doxed, as they say. But that's just those who are trying to evangelize a space, right? But for most people are very, very careful about showing their face. About they only use their PFP NFTs for their Twitter or for their Discord or TG or whatever it is. But man, so that's cool. I like that they're trying to keep it within the ethos, but still giving people an understanding of what their history is. That's really going to help. I think the DeFi ethos or the blockchain ethos is trust and that trustlessness, right? You want to be able to trust the people you're working with, without knowing, having to divulge your full, identity, right? Where you're at, what time zone you're in, where you live, right? You don't want to let people know that stuff because you want to stay out of the, the government, the state, right? The state is what we're trying to get ourselves out of, right? I mean, right. I'm not like a doom and gloom guy. I'm not going to go make a bunker in the country, although I do live in the country, so I've got a little bit of that in me. And my wife's honestly a little bit more prepper than I am, but I do think there's good things about the state and whatnot. But I still think they're screwing up money, man.
Oh.
I got to be honest. Like let's be self-sovereign. Let's keep our dollars, our dollars. Let's that's why Bitcoin was created, right? So that we don't have people printing money.
Yep. Dude, I couldn't agree with you more. I don't trust them at all. So I'm like anti.
Yeah.
I probably should not even go there because I'm so anti.
Yeah. Your docs, bro. Don't go there. You'll be like one of those guys in the suitcase, like cut up into pieces.
Right. So this just in, Justin, the director of the Next Crypto Gym, is also coming on the show tonight.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey? Okay. So next thing with Rose CeFi is they were doing, now it's on pause right now because bear market funds are low, but they were doing under collateralized lending. So you don't have to worry about getting liquidated.
That's huge.
Huge game changer. Those two things, that's their focus. So they just put out a huge announcement today. It's LP season Ethereum. Rose CeFi is cleared for launch Ro. See, and I haven't even fully read. I kind of skimmed this, but Rose is going live with a liquidity bootstrapping pool. Okay, did they launch their token? T-minus 12 days, early bird gets the worm. September 19th, all you need to know right here. Okay, and so, wait, here, let me click this tweet.
That's some serious alpha right there. If they're just launching, it's time to get in.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so yesterday we announced this, and then now let's dive into details about the
Oh,
transition.
Fork Foundry lost them. Oh, sweet. So yeah, so Foundry is they must have just launched their token, man. That's huge.
Yeah. Okay. So let's dive into the details about the transition from RoCeFi 1.0 to 2.0 and RoC's role in the new system. Okay. So the majority of lending protocols in DeFi are forks of Compound lacking the ability to offer customized terms based on present criteria like a DeFi credit score. We made a plugin, ExtendFi, so this could come in right here, Cinco, into DeFi Kingdoms. Like they've been talking about doing a lending protocol for a long time, right? Okay, so, all right. So, okay. We made a plugin, Extendify, baby, to solve this issue. Extendify enables customized loan terms based on present criteria for any compound fork, but without proper data intelligence for those now flexible contracts to tap into, new use cases cannot be born, i.e. under collateralized lending. RoCeFi's Credit Oracle Rock solves this. Extendify and Rock are highly symbolic innovations that will allow DeFi to grow exponentially faster by removing legacy barriers. RoCeFi 2.0 will be governed, decentralized, and maintained by the RoC token. They already came out with their token. Did I somehow miss that? Oh, RoC is designed to encourage long-term growth for the network while rewarding long-term stakeholders. Holders of RoC derive 3 utilities. 1, staking asset for Oracle nodes. 2, transaction fees from the Oracle API, 100% to nodes. And Extendify router function buy and burn RoC. Continued number 3, RoC must be staked for VRoC, the voting token of the RoCFi DAO, rewarding long-term stakers with more voting power and reducing whale dominance. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
I got some thoughts about VE tokens in particular. I was in the Ribbon Finance ecosystem a lot last year, made a lot of content for them. And that VE thing, that voting escrow is what that VE stands for. And it can be a great thing, but it can also be a tough situation because decentralization is great, guys. There's a lot of really great parts to it, but then you add all these voting powers and all these opinions, and I'm a little bit on the fence about whether I like the DAO situation. The DAOs have been good and bad. They hold on to things too tightly sometimes, and then you get too many voices. And okay, I'm an American. I love democracy, right? But we have to have the delegates thing. We're it's built on the Senate and the House and all these like checks and balances. Where we don't have good DAOs yet is we don't have those checks and balances in place, and so there's either too much centralized power for the devs and the higher ups inside of the communities and the whales, right? Or there's too much power to the people, and there's not a third party really in most of these situations that are able to do the vetoes or the voting power, the structure that I think America just does right.
Okay, well, here's what I want to do is get Chris on here, which we were hoping maybe he would come on and actually have you have an honest conversation and lay it all bare and let him push back. Because I think he'll give you a good solid.
I'm sure he would. I mean, I'm no intelligent. I just have my opinions, and I'm just spouting what comes off my mouth every day here, right?
No, you're good, man. I love it. So thanks. I love that. That's that with RoCeFi. So Kong, you guys just coming in. George coming on the show tonight with Dreamer, Frisky, Bolon, Jet, and Jet is also bringing with him the director Justin. All coming on the show tonight, 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm super pumped. Right now, though, going on around the blockchain, baby. So
congratulations for getting on there. You're killing it. You're a light in that situation, dude. I just think you bring a great perspective. I think you're so positive. You're great on that show. And DZ, I think he lights up when you're talking. It's just so apparent that you're going to be a long time. I I don't know if whatever you call it. I just what do you call it? Contestant. It's not even like, it's sort of game show, right? It's kind of weird.
I had this thought. DZ on. So I was on Wednesday, 2 days ago. And
yep, I saw it, dude. It's great. You did a great job.
Oh man, I didn't. That wasn't the best probably of their shows. Okay, but it's so fun. I'll get on anytime. But I could tell he is so mentally drained. And it hit me like yesterday or today even. Like, you know what? I had to ask DZ. I could fill in for him sometime. Give him a break here and there. If he wants to take a day off, he does this 5 days a week. And all the prep and for it is like, it's a lot of work to do that. And plus he's doing other streams like in the morning. He does the Bit Boy stream too. It's like, goodness gracious. That man is grinding. I'll tell you what. Yeah. So get in there, get some +1s. I want to get the floor. I hope this one more than any. I hope I win this one because guess if I win, I'm going to be talking about DeFi Kingdoms in the next crypto gym. Like,
you know it.
Crazy.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, you got to go, right? When's the episode start? In like 10 minutes?
No, it starts here in 40 minutes. We're 40 minutes out. So we are going to wrap up. Okay. So in the description below, we got this man's Twitter, all things ETH. We got his YouTube channel right here. Let's up this. Let's get this man up on subs. Look at these videos right here with George. He's on George's channel.
I can't see your screen. Where's your screen?
Oh, gosh, dang it.
You're good.
All right. So first of all, his Twitter, description below. His YouTube channel, description below, right here. And then look at this. 10,000 views. Okay. Right here. What's this one? 25,000 views.
Dude, I think the top was like 40,000. I was like, this is insane. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Oh, no,
most of my videos on my channel, are getting, 10% of that max.
You did a great job on these videos. They're like short and sweet, 10 minutes long. But then you stopped. Are you still, when was the last time you did a video on?
Okay. So there was one that came out, and the weird thing is the algorithm liked better having just George's face and not my face. And I think a lot of people just assumed that it was going to be George, so they started taking my face off of it, which is totally fine. It's George's channel. He's going to do what he's going to do, right? And so you'll have to actually find the ones that are DeFi related, and in order to see me on there. But honestly, I think I'm more excited about CRU Plus. I know you're going to be on there. There's going to be some other amazing guests, content creators for CRU Plus, and I think this is going to be, the next step and the next iteration of the brand that George has created. And so we're going to have some different viewpoints. This is going to grow things into something similar to obviously what Ben and DZ have done over at the BitBoy Crypto, that whole brand. So, we might evolve things into different shows, and we're excited to see what happens. But it's really about you guys. It's really about who's watching and your feedback, and make sure you get on there and tell us what you'd like to see. Because content creators, man, we come up with plenty of ideas, but it's always great to hear what you guys want to hear about, what you want us to talk about. And each one of us has our own niche, right? Like I'm more Ethereum and layer 2 DeFi, and you're more into the DeFi Kingdoms and the GameFi, that kind of stuff. So each person is going to bring their own flavor. I mean, George is great over all of these things, but he's definitely he's more of a Bitcoin maxi, right? And so I don't have that in me. I'm a big ETH guy, obviously, with my name, All Things ETH, right? So you're going to get these different flavors. Watch the ones that you love and tell us what you want to see on our channels.
Yes. And this guy puts out some good, well done content, man. I love you, bro.
Thanks, man. I love you too. It's been great to be on the show. Thank you so much for having me. We're going to have to do this again.
Yes. Like on a regular. You're one of my faves, dude. I love you.
Oh, dude, come on. That's really nice of you. Thank you.
You are just awesome. Hopefully we're on Around the Blockchain together.
Hey, that would be incredible. We'd probably like elbow each other out. Like I'd be like this and you'd be like, No, that'd be hilarious. Hey, one last thing before we end. I know you are into fantasy football, and I'm not as huge as you are. I don't have like 40 million teams going on at once. But man, I'm stoked to talk about this because just to have fun, right? Just to mix it up. I know you're a KC fan. I actually have both Mahomes and Kelsey on my fantasy team. So what a game last night. They lost by 1 in the final seconds, but it was good to see Mahomes doing well. I hope Kelsey gets back in the game soon, man. But gosh, Rice made a touchdown, and Gray didn't, but Bell did, and it was just all good.
Oh my gosh! In all the best ball drafts I was doing, I was ignoring Rice because he was dropping all the passes.
He was. But I was like, man, I need a rookie on my team, so I actually put him in last night, and he doubled up his prospective points. So I was pretty happy about that.
See, last year we kind of learned this with Sky Moore. I thought Rice would be the Sky Moore this year, not get much activity at all.
Yep.
A little bit.
Dude, what about Pacheco? Pacheco, man, he brought it. He was so green early on in the season, and just rammed it right. He's done great.
So I think Rice is looking like it's got me worried about Sky Moore. Okay. I'm worried about him because I got not a ton, but quite a bit. And Kadarius Toney, holy smokes!
Man, he had a rough night.
Handedly lose a game for your team. Goodness,
bro! I don't even want to He's got to feel terrible. My heart goes out to him.
Is he going to get through this? Kadarius.
I don't know. They haven't found the wide receiver crew. Who's going to be their number one guy? Obviously, Kelsey gonna get a lot of looks when his knee's better. Right. But man, they haven't found their wide receiver since what's his name? I'm sorry, my brain is so crypto and so football. Yeah. Tyreek Hill did incredible when he was with the team, and hopefully does well. Continues to do well with the Dolphins. But man, they need to find their wide receiver, their one go-to, right?
Right. It's wow. That was wow. All the dropped passes last night. Ooh. The Jewel Bowl, baby. I'm playing Starbuck in both Jewel. We've got 2 DeFi Kingdoms leagues going. And I have Starbuck in both of them. We're up against each other in both leagues, randomly. And I had Patrick Mahomes in one, and he had Patrick Mahomes in the other. So it's you want to root for him on one league, but then not in the other.
Oh, man, that's so funny. Yeah, I can't imagine playing multiple leagues, man. I got so much going on. I got 4 kids. I got two sort of jobs. I don't know if we want to get into it, but my background is it's nuts. So maybe on another episode we get into the full breakdown.
Yes, we got to do this on a regular. Good people right here. This man. Be sure to sub to his stuff. He's like family. Seriously. We're working on RS Plus. Hopefully we can figure that out. Yeah.
Let's go.
We'll kind of press pause on that. So right here in about 30 minutes, I'm going to be prepping right now for Around the Blockchain. Get in there, give it a +1. We're going to be giving shout out to DeFi Kingdoms, to the next crypto gem on that show. So love you guys. Love you, man.
Hey. Thanks so much for having me, Grady. You're amazing. God bless you, sir. And we're just I can't wait to get on this again and just to pump each other up. It's all about that right now. It's all about just lifting each other up because, man, it's tough out there. DeFi is so rough right now.
It is.
All right. Anyway, that's enough of that. You're awesome. Love you. Let's do this again. And I'll see you on Around the Blockchain someday. That'd be awesome.
Let's do it. Okay, man.
All right.
Love you.
Cool.
Take care. We'll see you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Awesome.
Yes.